An S-rank hunter named Yuri Orlov strides through the airport, having arrived in Japan. Some little guys ask the barrier specialist if he's going to block the gate, and he confidently responds that he will, just like he always does. The Russian, with a cheeky grin, explains that he'll draw a large magic circle around the gate and pour in magic. After that, nothing from inside will be able to escape. Reporters question if he can contain an S-rank gate by himself and ask him to say something for the citizens who don't believe in his abilities. Yuri explains that if he used only his magic, it would be impossible. However, his ability allows the barrier to absorb magic from its surroundings, making it much stronger. He then says that he'll save everyone in Japan, and they just need to remember who did it. Chairman Go watches from the television in Korea, expressing uncertainty in Yuri's ability to block an S-rank gate, knowing the potential consequences of failure. He then asks Woo Jin-chul what Jin-woo is up to these days. The chief of surveillance tells him that Jin-woo has been working through the gates in Seoul. He explains that the region overlaps with other large guilds, so they've been trying to prevent conflicts. Gun-hee then plays with the fact that a single person who can be called a hunter is competing with the larger guilds. This is when Jin-chul gets a call and asks to be excused, which the chairman permits since he has an appointment anyway. The chief that is not Keith picks up the phone and is informed about the second gate in the schoolyard and the discovery of a double dungeon. Meanwhile, inside the double dungeon, the statue spreads its 6 wings before Jin and crushes the scripted tablet, saying, "You're finally here." This makes Jin question if the statue can really destroy the tablet like that, realizing that the rules written never had any real meaning from the beginning. The statue replies that there was meaning, but it doesn't matter anymore. The dripster asks if the statue called him there, to which it confirms. He then asks if it's a monster. However, it says that he's asking the wrong question and should not be asking what he is, but rather what Jin-woo himself is. "Now this will be your final test," it declares as the other statues activate. "If you're still standing when the test is over, I will tell you everything. That is the reward I'll give you." Sends his damn statue knights to fight our favorite MC. The Shadow Master Jin-woo tries to summon his shadows. However, the winged monster snaps its fingers, dismissing the idea by saying it isn't interested in the abilities of Jin's summons. This triggers a pop-up from Jin's system, notifying him that various skills are prohibited and that he cannot leave until the test ends. So it's going to be like this, Jin thinks, realizing all the hidden cards he'd been preparing up to this point are now completely useless. A statue thrusts its blade at Jin while he quickly assesses that he can still access his inventory and decides he'll just beat them with his own strength. Jin catches the blade and raises his fist before breaking the tip off and flinging it straight back into the knight's head. However, the puppet is still moving, so Jin jumps onto its face, driving the blade deeper into the monster's head. As he stands there, another statue swings its axe, but Jin summons his daggers and slices the blade clean in half before leaping over to their head and crashing his daggers into it. In a split second, Jin notices an archer statue firing an arrow at him and swiftly chops the arrow in half before jumping into the air and bicycle kicking the arrow back, obliterating what was the statue's head. Jin reflects on how he's been preparing for this moment, how he's been living for this moment. The winged statue is excited that Jin was able to make it this far with a human body. "You've grown well," it says. Unlike last time, Jin can now see all of their movements clearly. They're all strong, but Jin knows he can handle them. The winged statue praises Jin once more, but warns that it's still too early to end the test. As the earth rumbles, Jin freezes, watching in awe as the seated statue rises. Towering over Jin and the other puppets, it grins menacingly as the winged one declares, "It's time to worship God."